Hey everyone, welcome to the Legendary Arcade Stick series. Today I have a special treat for you. This is the Mad Catz versus stick, and in this case, two of them combined together using the connector kit for some two-player action. Fight! All right, so the Mad Catz versus stick. Man, this thing is so cool. And I have to say a few words about Mad Catz because they're no longer with us. And you know what? I don't have a lot of Mad Catz sticks, but this was really the pinnacle in my opinion because it kind of represented everything Mad Catz was. The ability to customize the hell out of your stick. And it also represented innovation, coming up with new ideas. I don't know any other Mad Catz stick that you can customize more than this beast. You can customize the top panels. I have some chrome top panels. You can have black, you can have white, you can have clear and make your own art. You can change the side panels, you can change the front panels. And the front panels, I had some chrome ones made that say versus to just emphasize the model of this thing. They designed it so that if you had two of them, you could buy the connector kit known as the Mad Catz versus connector kit. Look for it on eBay if you can find it, so that you could connect two of the sticks together. And it's actually really easy because you just take off the ends of each one of your sticks, put them together, and it makes it so it's flush. And then you also get some little square pieces that connect both the sides, and then you have a metal plate on the bottom that connect the two bottoms together. And I can tell you right now, this thing is rock solid. I mean, if Mad Catz made an arcade cab, I think that this would be the panel.
Do you have what it takes?
So let's talk about components for a little bit and what this was like stock, because I don't have a stock one anymore. Stock, this stick comes with two different art layouts because it was made for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. There is a PS3 version that has the Team Mad Catz scratch across it. There's also a Street Fighter Cross Tekken art style that goes on these for the Xbox 360 model. Either way you go, you can connect the two together. But when you get a single stick, what you get is all Sanwa parts, a JLF stick, Sanwa buttons. It's very easy to mod to whatever joystick you want. Obviously, they have a front panel that has a home button, has a turbo button, and then you have your start and select button on the back side. The home button on the front panel here, as well as the turbo and the player LEDs, can also be wired into your new PCB, like a Universal Fight board or a PS4, PS3, Brook board, or even an MC Cthulhu. The cord you don't have to worry about because it does come with a cord compartment that's very, very nice, and the cord itself has some good length on it. The joystick and the buttons for each individual player is a Vuelich style layout. So the layout feels great. The palm space actually feels great too. There's a good amount of spacing here. It's kind of like right on the edge where it slopes down. As far as availability goes, you can find these sticks fairly commonly and actually definitely out in the wild individually. As far as the connector kit goes, that's pretty dang hard to find, but look for the connector kit because I think you would all agree with me that having two of them combined together is pretty badass. All right, so here's the inside of the stick. Obviously there were a ton of different screws you had to take out and able to get the back panel off, plus the connector, but that's why it's so sturdy. And when you're looking on the inside of the stick here, it does look like it has a lot of room, but there's actually more than you think because there's these plastic ledges that hang out, but actually underneath them, you can tuck any PCB that you want. As you can see here, I've wired up Universal Fight boards. I have just some kind of messy cardboard over it to protect it from not touching any other metal or anything. Didn't exactly do the cleanest wiring job, but you can't really see it. It's very easy to swap out, as you can see here. Just unplug these, swap out buttons if you want. The mounting point, this is a JLF. I kept the JLF because I think it works great. But if you want, with an S plate or whatever plate you want, you can swap that out for a Shimizu stick very easily. If you wanted to take the top off and able to access the art or the panel, you can do that very easily. You just take this off, unscrew your ball top, and then you would just unscrew those Allen wrenches on the top and change out whatever art you want, and bolt it back up and you're ready to rock and roll.
Just embrace away!
One thing is for certain, if you are a Mad Catz fan, or if you're a Mad Catz collector especially, you gotta get this Mad Catz versus stick, especially two of them in the connector kit, and combine them together because it's such a cool way to remember how awesome Mad Catz was. What a cool addition for your game room to have a 2-player modern stick, especially for us arcade guys that just love that feeling of playing right next to somebody. It's just a cool feeling to be playing on the same panel. But you know what? There's so many other legendary arcade sticks to talk about, so check out our other videos and I'll see you next time.